Hey everybody, Laura here. Thank you for joining me today and for being patient with me as I pushed this back a day to observe Blackout Tuesday yesterday. So coming at you now, we're going to do a Wednesday lunch with Laura. For those of you that are new to the group, I want to welcome all of you. And if you don't know or not familiar with me, I am Laura LaCursi. I own Elite Virtual Assistants, which is a virtual staffing agency. I've created this group for all of you virtual assistants who are either looking to start your business or maybe you're already working in your business and you're just looking to collaborate with others and always looking for those all important nuggets of information. I've created a website that has a ton of free resources for you called the Elite VA Hub. You can find that at elitevahub.com. I have a free masterclass too that is, it's the ultimate 5-step system to a wildly profitable virtual assistant business. And you can find that at elitevahub.com/masterclass. And of course, I also have my online course, which is basically helps you fast track your way into starting that virtual assistant business. And I walk you through step by step how to do that in the VA school. You can find out more information on that at elitevahub.com/VA-school. So what we're going to talk about today is we are going to go over the top 5 essential tools that you need to start your virtual assistant business, and they are all free. So I'm only going to talk about the free version because I know for a lot of us, for all of us, I should say, free is usually the best. But, if you're really just getting started and you don't have any money to invest, all of these tools are free and you can completely build your business on these 5 tools. So today we're going to talk about the tools that you need to start it. And then next week, we'll talk about the tools that you need to run it. Okay, so they are 2 different things. So first and foremost, and if you guys have been with me for a while, you know I talk about this all the time, and that is a CRM system. So it's a customer or a client relationship management system. And there are a couple of really good free options out there. So the first one that I always like to recommend is Zoho, because that's what I started with years ago. There's really a lot that you can do with the free version, but the important part about having a CRM is as you're collecting leads and as you're collecting referrals and you're starting to, build a base of potential clients, you need to have a place that you can go back to, that they are easily organized, that you have all of the information at your fingertips and you're not constantly searching. And Zoho actually has a really nice task system where you can go ahead and put in tasks to remind you to follow up with people, so you can check in within a certain period of time, or if somebody says, call me back in a month, you can go ahead and set that reminder for a month out. There's really a lot that you can do, and even some limited reporting, but still you can do some reporting off of it. And, I really prefer this over an Excel spreadsheet because I feel like you can only do so much with Excel. This really helps you, even if you have handwritten notes at times, because I know a lot of times, we might go back and forth from writing in a notebook to putting something, let's say in a Google Doc. You can just upload. So you can take the Zoho CRM, you can add it to your phone, and you'll always have that on your phone also if you're, out and about and you need to access it. And you can upload the files directly as an attachment into the record. So you can keep everything in one easy location. The other one that's actually a little bit newer with their free version is HubSpot. And so they offer, and I was actually looking into this because years ago, they did some very limited free stuff with HubSpot. And if you really wanted any functionality out of it, their cost was pretty high. But now they have a completely free CRM system that will again be able to house all of that information for you, and you can also do a lot of marketing functions right within that. So Those are two free places that you can visit to start a CRM system for yourself. I'm telling you, it'll make a world of difference, especially if you're somebody who, and I shouldn't say somebody because so many of us are bad at this, but just in following up, it really helps keep you on track and organized. So that is my number one recommendation. Do it even before you have your first lead, because then you are already set up for success beforehand. Okay, so the second one is a website, right? So a website or a LinkedIn profile. So you can go to Wix.com. You can set up a free website there, super easy, plug and play. Just remember, their free version is not going to give you a custom domain. So you're just going to have a generic URL. But if that's all you can do right now, then don't let it stop you, right? Go ahead and get that free website. You always want to have some type of home base that you can send people to so that they can, first of all, you eventually will start building up the ability to be searchable. You want people to be able to see what services you offer, give them a little background on you, and it's always a good idea to have a blog. You always want to be adding some new content to your website. It shows people what your expertise is. It shows them that you are an expert in what you're doing and what you're selling. And it's a really good area. When people say, well, I don't know what you do, refer them to your website. And the other thing that you can do for free, and you can use this in lieu of a website if you want, but is your LinkedIn profile. And I talk about this a lot too, because you can have a custom LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn is highly searchable on Google. If you Google your name, the first thing that comes up typically is your LinkedIn profile. So if you set yourself up on LinkedIn and set yourself up with a really good, robust profile, and we have lots of tips on how to do that from our LinkedIn expert, Jessica McGillivray. You can go to EliteVAHub.com and download those. She has a checklist of the top, I think it's like the top 8 things that you need to make sure that you have a strong profile. And it's simple things, right? It's having a picture of yourself, a professional looking picture. You can put your bio in there. It's your online resume. You can blog on there through their articles. You can write articles. It will all come up under your profile. Everything you do on LinkedIn, posting, commenting, sharing, writing articles, everything's going to be housed under your profile. So if if the thought of starting a website is too overwhelming for you, start with your LinkedIn profile, because you're going to want to have that built up anyways. The third thing is a scheduling tool. I always recommend having a scheduling tool so that people can easily schedule time with you on your calendar. Free version, Calendly. It's super simple to use. You set it up. You don't pay anything. The free version only allows you to have, I believe it's one event type. So you wouldn't be able to set up like a 15-minute slot and a 30-minute slot and an hour slot. So you would need to have that one time slot in order to use their free version. But to get started, that's all you need. So, and this is, when you have that, you can add it in emails to people so you're not going back and forth trying to schedule a time to meet. Put it in your email signature, underneath your name, your website, or maybe your LinkedIn profile, your phone number. Have a link to your calendar and say, schedule a call with Donna or schedule a call with Laura, and they can click on it and schedule easily with your calendar. And then that brings me to the next part, is the email for your business. So, the big one that obviously I am a huge fan of is Gmail. I use the paid version of G Suite for our agency, but you can do so much with a free version of Gmail. I do, when you get to the point that you can have that custom domain, I do recommend using that for your email, because it does come across as more professional. But again, we're going through free tools and resources today. Gmail is free and gives you a ton of options that you can use with it. It'll integrate easily with Calendly. You'll have access to Google Drive, which you'll be able to share folders and files with your clients. You've got Google Forms. You have so many options and so many things that you can use right within Google. You could use Google Docs, that entire platform of software that they have within there. So there's so much you can do with that free version. And you can still come across professional, right? And I talk about this in the past as well, but you don't want to be emailing potential clients with a PookieKitty87 at Yahoo or gmail.com. To be honest with you, Gmail even just sounds a little more professional than Yahoo. And like I said, it gives you all of those other capabilities. So you could do something like, laura.vaservices@gmail.com or Laura's VA Services @gmail, or shorten it however you want it to be. But you can make that even come across as more professional. Just don't use your favorite, boy band or the name of your cat or dog, because that's not going to come across professional to anybody. Next is you want to be able to, once you land these clients, you need to be able to get paid, right? I always recommend getting paid up front, and you just use PayPal. Super simple. This way people have options on how they want to pay through PayPal. You're not paying to set up an account. They handle everything. You can create your company profile. You can create your invoices in there. You send them out. They'll charge a fee. If it's like, obviously you're providing a service to somebody and you're going to want this, as a business expense. But what you can do is they'll charge a small fee for processing that for you, but you're collecting the money up front. So, technically you're not putting forth any money first. So PayPal is super simple to use. I know some people even use things as simple as Venmo. I don't think that's very professional, and you want to have an invoice. Most people want to see an invoice of some sort so that they can obviously keep track of it, and you're going to want that for your records as well as you grow your business. And so that's it. So those are the top 5. Those are, it's pretty easy. If you think about it, you could go out and open every one of these up today and have these 5 essential resources for free that you can start a serious business with. So again, it's going to be your CRM. I would recommend Zoho or HubSpot. Just use the free version. You will want a home base for all of your information, free website through Wix, or a LinkedIn profile, completely free and can work the same way for you. You want people to be able to schedule with you. If you are going to use a website, you can have that schedule your call button right on there. Have it in your emails, on your email signature. Calendly is perfect for that. Email, use Gmail. You have so many free functions you can use with that. You can literally run your business off of it and process your payments through PayPal. So hopefully for those of you getting started and looking to do it in a free way, this was helpful to you. So again, we have a ton of free resources that you can go check out at EliteVAHub.com. If this was helpful to you, just give me a like, shoot me a message. Feel free to comment if there's something that I didn't cover or you have a question on. I'll be happy to jump back in and answer it as soon as I get off of here. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I will see you back here next Tuesday. We'll be going back to our Tuesday noon Lunch with Lives. Take care, everybody.